guys, and welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm actually going to be doing a tank review about the new premium tank that just came out. And there's a lot of talk about this tank. A lot of people hate it, a lot of people like it. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing a tank review on the Equalizer. So the Equalizer actually gets two guns. It has the brand new mechanic as the Barrage. This is a premium tank. So this premium tank actually brings three brand new things to the game. One is bringing the Barrage mechanic to the game. Two, it's a premium tank that has two choices of guns. And three, as you can see down here, its premium penetration is, its standard penetration is lower than its premium penetration, which is always the case. But the damage on the premium rounds are actually lower than the standard rounds. So, to try to balance out premium rounds. So that's three things this artillery brings. So, Barrage is in the middle. The single shotgun is on the right side. And I'm also going to be compared to the M53-55, the Tier 9 American artillery. Now, the Tier 9 American artillery can get two guns, a 155mm caliber gun, which I'm going to be using, or the 8-inch howitzer, the giant 8-inch howitzer. And I'm going to be using the 155mm. And it's going to be the upgraded variant of the 155mm cannon on the 53-55. So, now, let's get on started. So, horsepower is all 810, but the horsepower per ton is actually better on the Equalizer on both packages. Fire chance is lower on the 53-55. Terrain resistances is the best on the 53-55. Turret speed is 10 degrees a second, which is terrible. Forward speed is 56.3. Reverse speed is 14. Reverse. Good speed to run away and to relocate in your artillery. All three guns get a 155. Well, all three tanks get a 155mm gun. The reload time is actually the same on the Barrage and the single shotgun. It's actually 1.7 seconds better than the 155mm caliber gun on the 53-55. Aiming time for all three guns is 6 seconds. Accuracy is the worst on the Barrage at 0.85. And it also has the worst on moving the tank, dispersion-wise, moving the tank and rotating the turret. They all three have 5 degrees of gun depression and 65 degrees of gun elevation. As I said before, this is a Barrage mechanic, so it's a little different. It fires 4 shots. If you hit the fire button, it will, as soon as you hit the fire button, it'll fire 4 shells out at a time. So, I didn't mean to do that. So, standard shell damage. 1,250 and 1,250 for both single shot guns, but the Barrage is left behind at 380. And when you load the premium rounds, it goes down to 320. And now we go to the penetration. The penetration is actually the best on the Barrage at 145 and 185 compared to the 88 and 90. These are all high explosive rounds too. This is standard high explosive. These three are. These standard rounds are actually standard high explosive, and these three are premium high explosive. So they're all high explosive. There's no AP gun on these three different guns. Splash. The Barrage actually has the highest splash, because you would think it has the highest splash because it's a Barrage. All shells go at 490 meters per second. The Barrage actually has the highest DPM at 3,473 damage, 9.14 rounds per minute, and it also gets 4 shots per clip, as I said before. But that's when it penetrates. That's not like real holy crap, if that was like real, like every time you hit a tank, you would actually do that. And this would be... That's if the rounds penetrate. If you actually hit the target and penetrate the target. But you may be thinking, it's like, where did the penetration go? Like 145 millimeters of penetration, 185 millimeter penetration may seem like a lot of penetration. Well, it may seem overpowered. It may seem really good in combined with a 4-shot clip with a 24-second reload and 380 damage per shot. And the 3,500 damage per minute. That sounds incredible. But this lies. These are lies. You'll see what I mean as soon as we get the gameplay. There'll be two different gameplays. The single shot and the barrage. So, turret as to speak of. Front, side, back. All 12 millimeters. That was the turret. Hull armor. 25 at the front, 12 at the side, 12 at the back. Other. They all have 350 meters of view range. 740. Oh, what the heck is this? 750. The 53-55 actually has 750 signal range. Better than the other two. The hit points are better on the 53-55. Since it's an entire tier higher. Remember, this is at tier 9, and these are at tier 8. The stationary are the same, and moving are the same. Since this is a premium tank, it gets like 50% silver boost, and a 10% XP boost. So, that's enough talking about stats. Now, let's get on to, like, playing some games in this tank. Let's see what this tank can actually do. Alright, so in the first match we're going to do, it's going to be the Barrage. I have the Barrage gun loaded, and the Barrage gun actually gets 160 ammunition. It gets 160 shells. I have 90 standard high explosive and 70 premium high explosive. And we're also going to be on Ardennes Summer. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure we're top tier. So, let's see what this tank actually does when it's top tier. If you're wondering what kind of equipment I have on this tank, it's Camo Net, Gunling Drive, and I don't remember. I know it's a Camo Net and a Gunling Drive. I know that for a fact. I don't know, but I'll probably remember in a second. So yeah, this is the artillery. This is the auto-loading, the Barrage artillery. This is what it looks like. Basically, you load, you get ready, and fire 4 shells. Here's a Object 704. We let it go once, and boom, boom, boom. We hit it twice. We did 1 damage. We hit it twice. Did for 34 damage, and we hit another time for like 300 damage. So, the 3 equipment I have on this tank is the Gunling Drive, Crew Vents, and Camouflage. Now, this is actually one of the better gains I actually have while using the Barrage gun. And like that Super Pershing. The Super Pershing, we hit them twice. 86 damage, and the final shot we fired hits his gun and doesn't do a single bit of damage. Now, I actually played this tank a lot on stream. If you was on stream, so I want to thank y'all for coming on stream and watching me play this Barrage artillery, and thank y'all for like staying tuned. Kind of cool. It was kind of cool. Had a lot of fun. So yeah, basically it's just I don't really know how to commentate over just artillery gameplay. It's not really that interesting, but I can talk about the new mechanic. We fired 4 times, and we hit them 3 times. And at the very end, if you're wondering how much module damage we're actually doing, I'll actually go over that at the end to show you what kind of module damage this actually does, the Barrage gun. So, the Barrage is actually a pretty cool mechanic. I've seen a lot of creators like Mustard Maeve said this is like a balancing for artillery. This could be coming for other tanks because 4.13, the update for 4.13 is just around the corner and nobody knows what it's for. Nobody knows what it's going to happen. They're keeping it secret. Also, the 6-year anniversary, they're keeping very, very secret what's happening. So we don't know what's going to happen with this. It could just be a one-time thing, or it could be a tech tree of these things. Not like a tech tree artillery barrage. It could be. I mean, all artillery could be switched over to the barrage. It could be 2 different guns. The gun it has now and a barrage variant. The barrage variant is like, hey, the single shot is like, you do more damage but you're less accurate, but if you use the barrage, you do less damage, you keep people tracked more, and you also, let's see, you hit more, you do less damage, and you keep people tracked more. That's basically what the barrage mechanic does. And here comes some light tanks. I'm not going to be able to kill the light tanks. I'm almost going to be loaded. T-71's coming. Fire. Put one shot in. He falls onto me and the other light tank comes and kills me. So, that's it. Now, let's skip to the end results. So, it was a victory. We made 17,000 silver, which is actually very rare. If you watched me on stream, I made almost no kind of silver on stream. Did 1,895 damage, fired 30 shells, and only 7 actually hit their target. We damaged a track, gun, track, turret. Oh, that was a lot of things. Track, gun, gunner. It's usually just all tracks. I mean, we do a lot of don't do a lot of damage, and we don't do a lot of damage hitting the modules. It's just usually tracking them. So now it's time for the other gun. Alright, now we're going to be using the single shotgun, and we're going to be on Rufka, standard battle, and we're also going to be bottom tier. Now, the single shotgun actually gets 40 rounds of ammunition. If you ever played the M53-55 with a 155mm caliber gun, you'll know what this tank will feel like. Think about it, like I said earlier, it's like a 53-55 using the 155mm gun with a faster reload time and better accuracy, I think it is. And a tier lower. It's basically how the single shot is. And single shot, it's not really much to like commentate because it's a single shot gun. Single shot artillery is there's a lot of single shot artilleries in the game. There's only 2 non-single shot artilleries in the game, and that is the tier 10 French auto-loading artillery. Has a 4-shot clip. It's 3 or 4-shot clip. I always thought it was 4, but some people tell me it's 3. And you got this thing now, which is the Barrage. As a new playstyle to the game. Now we actually hit the Carnarvon Action 10, I think it was, for 612 damage. And somebody just hit that tortoise, and we hit the tortoise alongside them, so we didn't do that much damage to that tortoise. You think it's 800, but before we even fired, somebody actually hit them before. More than likely penetrated their armor, because there's no possible way if we just did 800 damage to them. So, yeah. Not really much to commentate, but I want to talk about the Barrage again. The Barrage is a very unique gun mechanic in the game. I like it. It's not really that good. It's not really good at doing damage. I like playing the Barrage mechanic over the other gun. Not because it's better in any way. No. Well, it fires more shots, but it's less accurate. Well, it's more accurate, but... Well, hold up. It has less accurate, but it fires 4 shots at a time. But it does less damage. Way less damage per shot. I just like the barrage mechanic. I think it's just fun to fire 4 shots at a time instead of just one single shot. Yeah. I mean, you're not doing nearly as much damage as you would be doing if you fired that one single shot and doing all that damage. But it just feels unique. It feels fun. I don't know what's about it. Maybe it's just because it's a new gun mechanic. I don't know. Like, other people's been feeling the same way about this artillery. And yeah, I don't know. It's not because it's overpowered. The bombardment. I asked during the stream, it's like, hey, do y'all think this is overpowered or underpowered or just right? And a lot of people said it was just right. And they didn't. At the beginning of the stream, they're like, wow, they were more than likely saying this is probably overpowered until they actually watched me play the tank. And they're like, huh, this is actually a pretty cool mechanic. It's not actually overpowered like we thought. Look, 618 damage to that object for 32. So the barrage mechanic, I welcome it. I give claps to Wargaming for making a unique gun mechanic, bringing something brand new to the game, bringing 3 new things to the game for a premium tank too. This is actually showing that Wargaming actually can bring new content to the game, but are they going to? This actually, as Retro Jules actually put it, this is actually a glimmer of hope at the end of the tunnel. I might have added some words into that. So, we did 3,055 damage. We made 21,000 silver on a defeat. And got a Brewster medal. Got 3rd on the team. Fired 10 shots. 6 actually hit the target. And we actually did more module damage with this gun than the bombardment gun. And the barrage gun. So, if you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also remember to SLAPAFISH, because why would you not? And peace out. See ya.